All right, it's late February, the year 2012. I'm here on a rooftop in Mysore city, Gokulam, state of Karnataka, South India. And this is a kind of a dialogue with Boise Thomas. Question about life, about our humanity. Today's reflection has to do with beliefs and assumptions. What you believe, what you assume yourself to be, for life to be, has a lot more impact, a lot more power than most people really are cognizant of, have an awareness of. The mind's power, and thus our own power, is a lot greater than we assume. A lot greater. So these oftentimes hidden aspects of ourselves, what we assume, our assumptions, what we believe to be true, who we believe ourselves to be, plays a significant role in our whole experience of ourselves, our whole experience of reality, maybe even reality itself. So the question is, who do you believe yourself to be? Who do you assume yourself to be? Because just becoming aware of, just noticing, observing those particular beliefs, assumptions, can begin to very quickly, actually, change so many aspects of your life, so many aspects of your experience. So these kinds of questions, very, very important to ask, especially if you're a serious kind of seeker of spiritual truth, of truth in general. It's important to examine your own self, to ask yourself, what am I? Right? Am I just a physical object, for example? How much does my own history have to do with my own identity? Because for most people, the identity is almost completely tied up in the historical stories, what you tell yourself in your own brain. But maybe there's an aspect to reality, an aspect to the self that is really outside of physicality, outside of the narratives that we tell ourselves. It's very interesting once you start to go outside of those particular kind of mental, emotional patterns that we kind of generally stay really close to. The way you notice it the most is when you have some kind of breakdown or some kind of tragedy or upset. Usually the kind of patterns get disrupted a bit, and for brief instances maybe you have a glimpse of an experience of yourself, of reality that's outside of sort of normal patterns. And that's where it starts to get interesting. So the question for you, the question for Boise then, and as part of the dialogue, is what does that make you think about? How does even beginning to ask that question begin to shift the way you see yourself, the way you experience reality? It's very subtle things, but very, very powerful, very important things. So that's today's reflection. Peace to you.